Welcome to another episode of Cook with Shade. Today we are making riro. Put your pan on the fire and let it dry for some minutes, and then add your palm oil. You let the pan dry for some minutes because if palm oil and water mixes, it will be splashing on your body and you don't want that. So you give the palm oil a few minutes to melt and melt. Then you add your onions. I normally cut my onions big like this because I like it chunky and I like seeing the onions when I eat. But if you don't, you can make it a bit smaller. In fact, you can blend it to the consistency or the shape you like. So from time to time, you need to stir the onion so it doesn't get burnt. This should take about 2 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes, depending on the heat you're using to cook the food. Add your riro, or normally known as locust beans, actually riro, but it's called riro in Yoruba. Stir very well till it's fully incorporated, because you won't want to eat your efo and be picking chunks of riro. It won't be nice, so you need to stir very well and make sure everything is fully incorporated. Then give that another 2 minutes to fry to release its taste and aroma into the palm oil. So let the palm oil and onion fry for like 2 minutes, and then add your pepper mix. My pepper mix, I did rodo, shombo, bawa, and a bit of tomatoes, and then I added onions, because if you are not careful, the rodo can become too hot and it defeats the purpose of the food. Well, if you like it hot, then that's fine. Stir and make sure everything is incorporated. So that's the onions, the riro, and the pepper mix. Leave it on the fire for another 2-3 minutes, and then add your bouillon cubes. I normally use 1 pack of seasoning, because I tend to readjust the flavor as I go. If you do everything from the beginning, it can become too salty or something will become too much. So you put everything in moderation. Here I add my ejakika. Some people would fry their ejakika in palm oil, but what I did was I air fried it so that it won't break in the soup, because you're going to do a lot of mixing, and that mixing can get the fish lost in the whole process. So add your pomo, your fish. I put meat, I put shaki, and you mix everything together. This is me adding the beef. I've already boiled the beef, and it's already very, very soft and very tasty. So this is after I'd stirred everything together. I had to do that off the camera so that I can make everything very smooth. So this is after about 7 minutes of frying the sauce on high heat. See how beautiful everything is looking. Oh my gosh, scrumptious. I'm already hungry. So here I put my efo. So I used shoko. Beforehand, I had already blanched the shoko. So what you do is you slice your shoko leaf, wash it, and then pour boiling water on it and let it steam for about 5 to 10 minutes. Wash and squeeze out the water in the efo. This is very important because efo riro is supposed to be It's not supposed to be soupy, it's supposed to be thick, you know. And if you don't squeeze out the water from the efo, it's going to spoil the consistency of the efo riro. So if you see here, you see everything is very, very thick. Also, if you feel it's too thick, you can add a bit of water to loosen it up. So normally what I will do is, when the consistency is too thick, I can add a bit of the broth of whatever protein I'm using to cook. In this situation, I used beef broth, because that was what I was cooking with. Here I'd already put a bit of the beef broth I had from the vegetable I made. Bye.